My name is Maria. I am 30 years old. I live in a small apartment with my mother. Life was not always easy, but we were happy together. My father passed away when I was 15. Since then, it was just the two of us. My mother worked hard every day to give me a better life. I loved her more than anything. She was my best friend. Every evening, we sat together and talked about our day. She always smiled, even when she was tired. Her smile gave me strength. I worked as a teacher at a local school. I loved my students, but my heart was always worried about my mother. She was getting older, and her health wasn't good. Some days, she was too weak to get out of bed. I wanted to do more for her, but I didn't earn much. One day, I came home from work and found her lying on the floor. My heart stopped. I ran to her and held her hand. "Mom, wake up." I cried. Her face was pale, and her hands were cold. I called an ambulance. At the hospital, the doctor looked serious. "Your mother's heart is weak," he said. "She needs surgery, but it's very expensive." Tears filled my eyes. I didn't have that kind of money. I felt helpless. I sat by her bed every night, holding her hand, whispering, "Please don't leave me." Days turned into weeks. I worked harder than ever, took extra classes, gave private lessons, saved every penny, but it still wasn't enough. One evening, as I walked home from work, it started to rain. I had no umbrella. My clothes were soaked, and I felt exhausted. I wanted to be strong, but I was scared. What if I lost her? When I got home, I found a letter in the mailbox. It had no name. I opened it with shaking hands. Inside was a small note. "For your mother's surgery. Take care of her." And with it, $20,000. My heart raced. Who sent this?
Why?
I didn't know, but it was enough to save her. The next day, I took my mother to the hospital. The surgery was long. I waited outside, praying for a miracle. Hours passed. Finally, the doctor came out. "The surgery was successful," he said. "Your mother will be okay." Tears streamed down my face. I ran to her room and held her hand. "You're safe now, Mom," I whispered. A week later, she came home. Her smile was warm again. Life slowly got better. But I still wondered who helped us. Months passed and I never found out. Then one day, a man walked into my classroom. His name was Ethan. He was tall, quiet, and had kind eyes. "I wanted to meet the teacher who changed my sister's life," he said. I remembered her, a shy girl I once helped in class. "It was you," I said softly. "You helped my mother." He smiled gently. "You gave kindness without asking for anything." I wanted to do the same. That day, Ethan became more than a stranger. He became a friend. He visited often, bringing flowers for my mother and warm words for me. Every weekend, he brought something: fresh fruit, a book, or just his smile. My mother liked him. I could see it in the way her face lit up when he walked through the door. One evening, after dinner, she looked at him and said, "Ethan, you take care of us like family." He laughed gently. "You both mean a lot to me," he replied, and for a moment his eyes met mine. My heart skipped a beat. Later, when my mother went to bed, Ethan stayed to help with the dishes. The kitchen was quiet. As I handed him a plate, he said softly, "Maria, I didn't help your mother just because of what you did for my sister." I turned to him, confused. "Then why?" I asked. He looked down. "Because I care about you," he said. "From the first day I saw you, I knew you were special. Your kindness, your strength. I couldn't just walk away." I didn't know what to say. My heart was full, but also afraid. I had lost so much before. Was it safe to open up again? You don't have to say anything, he added quickly. I just wanted you to know. I nodded slowly, grateful, but cautious. Weeks passed. Ethan never changed. He was patient. He never pushed. He simply stayed, through my mother's recovery, through my long workdays, through my fears. One evening, my mother and I sat on the porch, watching the sunset. She turned to me and said softly, Maria, you are strong, but you don't have to carry everything alone. Her words stayed with me. The next time Ethan came over, I asked him to take a walk with me. We strolled through the park, autumn leaves crunching beneath our feet. I finally spoke. Ethan, I'm scared to let someone in, but I don't want to lose you. He stopped and looked at me. His eyes were warm and steady. You won't lose me, Maria, he said. I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere. For the first time in a long time, I felt safe. I reached for his hand, and he held mine gently, as if he knew how fragile my heart was. Months passed. Our love grew stronger. My mother's health improved. I smiled more. Then one evening, Ethan stood up after dinner. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small box. My heart raced. He knelt down in front of me. Maria, he said softly, you taught me that kindness can change a life. You changed mine. Will you marry me? Tears filled my eyes, but this time, they were tears of joy. I nodded. Yes, I whispered. Yes, Ethan. My mother clapped her hands with happiness, and Ethan slipped the ring on my finger. In that moment, I realized something important. Life had broken me once, but love had healed me. I had lost everything, but in the end, love found me. And this time, I wasn't afraid to hold on to it.